Let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk in Beyond. The name is Law Nation. And as this room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. Let's get it. Yep. They really say ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a cousin's party, baby? Hey, they cousins in them. Yeah, go over there with cousin and them. Come on with it. What more do you want from me? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? Those storylines for your mind, baby. Come on with it. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them, huh? All right. As they say, please come home. I got beans and bologna. Five, 4, 3, 2, and I'm telling you. One. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We're going to semi-freestyle this show today. Just been very busy doing a whole bunch of things behind the scene. But I want to say this, that every game is a must-win game. Every game is a must-win game. We got to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys are pretty much near the bottom. We not at the bottom, but we near it, and we got to get things going. If this your first time ever here, the name is Law Nation. We talk Cowboys football and beyond. The Cowboys fan base, we've been in a cycling spot. Some optimistic still, some giving up. Some people done already folded up their tents, and they're looking for the draft selection and these sorts of things already. And it's not even cold yet in Dallas. It's still warm, by the way, you know. So it's still, where is this right here? Some people got that on their mind, right? And the Joneses, they don't necessarily make it easy for us, man. They make it hard. They make it very hard for us to be in the mix. They make it very difficult for us to root for this team because they have an archaic mindset. They have a deadline, make deals mindset. They have the need to be right mindset. They have the thought track that their way is the best way, no other way is possible, and these sorts of things, you know. So also, tomorrow we will have Emmitt Smith on the show. Shout out to Emmitt Smith, the greatest, one of the greatest Cowboys of all time, one of the triplets, and he got the rushing yards that no other running back that I believe in this lifetime will get there unless they move the season to like 25 games in the season. So it's one of those things, whereas we're going to have great conversation. It will be at Kelvin Smith Restaurant in Dallas, Texas. Have the info right here. It's going to be Cowboys and Chill election edition. They're going to have Ron Kirk and Emmitt Smith on the panel. I will be trying to produce the thing there. And, of course, it's on Halloween. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. Woo! You know, so and of course, they are announcing that they are black man for Kamala Harris. So I'm not going to tell you guys who I'm for here, but I can tell you that I want you guys to exercise your right and go out there and vote and make your voice be heard. Be the voice for the voiceless, as they say. So shout out to that Emmett James Smith III. Is that's his full name? Emmett James Smith III. GOAT. GOAT, man. He the GOAT. Yeah, so, and I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. All right. Lisa, you said you'll be there. Oh, I can't wait to see you, Lisa. Thank you for jumping in and coming on out. So let's go. All right, so this conversation is about the matchups. Who are the matchups? What should we do? First and foremost, the formula is still the same. The formula is stop the run. Force Kirk Cousins to throw the ball. Now, I want to say this, but I got to say it this way. It's going to be a long day for us, man. If you thought that last week offense going up against the number 2 offense in the National Football League, the 49ers, even though they had a slew of injuries. Well, now we're going up against the number 3 offense in the National Football League, and it is the Atlanta Falcons. They went and got a Sean McVay / you can throw him in there like he's part of the Kyle Shanahan tree. And that's their offensive coordinator. I'm telling y'all, it's something about them damn trees, man. You know, hey, if the Cowboys can learn anything from this, make sure that you can shake the tree of the McVay, Shanahan, tree. See if you can get some of those folks over here, because those guys know how to create offenses that can be more up to tune. Because up until this year, a lot of people were out on Kyle Pitts, right? A lot of people were like, hey, man, Kyle Pitts, he's a shell of himself. See, that's why you shouldn't draft a tight end now, because now we got these type of things. Parsons in, Bland is back, right? Bland is this is the last day that he can be on the IR, designated to return. So they're going to somehow got to squeeze somebody to be on the 53-man roster or bump somebody off the 53-man roster so you can add in Bland. And we would know. And they have the 15th ranked defense. So it's the middle of the pack, right? Middle of the pack defense. Where they weak spots at special teams. Yeah, special teams. And that's one of those things. Action Powell says he never had a quarterback, though. And that's Kyle Pitts. He said never had a quarterback. Well, so are you saying that Kirk Cousins is a quarterback, right? I like Kirk Cousins. And a lot of people have been dogging Kirk Cousins because of the mindset of the peanut gallery. They dogged out Stafford until he won one, right? Until he went to a real team that can get him some weapons outside of one or two pieces, right? So I looked at Kirk Cousins in the same light. I said this, and I'm going to say this again. If you pick up Kirk Cousins and put him on that LA's Rams team, then he would have won the Super Bowl that year. It's all about schemes. It's all about being in the right system that can get your quarterback going for you. And Kirk, he's solid, right? He's been in the league. He's one of the older quarterbacks in the league right now. And he took this team into looking at a better situation. They're 5-3. Now, granted, they do have last place schedule, I believe in that division over there in the Atlanta land. But here's the thing, why this game is so important for us. Y'all help me out? Shout out to you. What's good, John? Shout out to JR214, man. His clip went viral, and I'm going to pull it up, bro. Your art, I appreciate you, man. I thank you so much for your support. He has sent me a clip. But a lot of people, and as I'm speaking on this, we got some breaking news. The breaking news is, I'm loving it. Cowboys Bland has officially been added to the 53-man roster, so he's officially, where my breaking news button at? Hold on. I'm freestyling today, though. So he will be your breakout player of this weekend, hopefully. Kirk Cousins, you owe us some, man. Come on, Cousins, help a brother out, man. I need some help, man. I need some help over here, Cousins. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. He's back. Come on, baby. Yeah, but they force. Look, action. You don't have to tell us tomorrow about that. You don't have to be right on the money today. Yeah, he said, "Law, yeah, he's back," but they forcing him back. They rushing him back. I know, but today there was some clips out there with him not working the chords. So at least we can see that. And Bland, to me, he's a better tackler on the outside. He plays force pretty well. He come down and fit and field. He's one of those guys. It was just my imagination once again. Boy, the Cowboys know how to manipulate the roster, baby. Let me pull up my Twitter. I'm pulling it up blind, so whatever pulls up there, don't charge. Don't judge me. Let me pull up my Twitter, and it's pulled up. Okay, good. I'm just messing with y'all, by the way. Amani Oruwariye is going to IR. Very conveniently, his back is injured. Deron Bland foot most likely get activated on IR on the 53-man roster. I'm cutting out. Can y'all hear me now? Is it just the audio? Can y'all hear me good now? Riggs, can y'all hear me good now? Y'all said the audio is it audio or is it your Wi-Fi? Oh, I'm good. I forgot to tell people to press 1 in the chat. So good. So we all good. All right. So it's conveniently that all of a sudden that this is going on. And let me give my guy JR21 for some love over here for creating this. And this was very funny, because we had a lot of folks to chime in with this, including Yellow Beezy, Dez Bryant, and all of those folks, man, to chime in with this. And it's okay for us to poke fun at the Cowboys, right? It's okay for us to poke fun. But as long as nobody else, it's okay for us to poke fun at the Cowboys. And it says Mike McCarthy play calling sheet for the 2024. And if you guys are old enough to remember, it was a time whereas I did a similar chart for Kellen Moore offense, and now I'm hearing that Jerry Jones have so much control of the plays. He have so much control of who get the ball and who don't get the ball. By the way, y'all, Jerry Jones, according to Cole Beasley, yeah, he got so much control. And I'm trying to figure out why Dak Prescott is not running. Of course, it looks like his feet are flat to the earth, and he have no arch game in his feet. In pause if necessary, because I know somebody going to say, hey, he have no arch. I get y'all, But neither here nor there. I think that the Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, needs to wake up. Get him a shot of espresso. I'm so glad that finally people are seeing the third quarter droughts. Like, I've been on this third quarter drought since last season. Who's old enough to remember that? God dog, I was saying that, hey, give Big Mike a sneaker. Come on. Get him some crackers, some chips, or something, man. But in the third quarter, he just goes stale. And we can literally throw in the first quarter as well, first and third quarter. And we got to correct that. We got to figure out ways to solidify this and get things going in the right and proper direction, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah. Boy, y'all crazy. Y'all burnt up over there, boy. All right, so back to the conversation at hand with all of this, and I appreciate y'all so much. Um, where was I? I'm right here. Okay, boom. We talked about this before, that teams are figuring out ways to correct themselves. But let me just rehash this for what we talked about yesterday.
I really do see that we've got the players, and we should have the players coming. Hopefully, we'll get one or two of them back here against Atlanta. But I have a lot of faith in these players, and I have a lot of faith in this coaching staff. And so the big thing is that's what we've got, and that's reality. And so these players.
So he said one or two of them back. So we're getting one for sure, and it's DaRon Bland. Offensively speaking, and allergic to turnovers, anemic to forcing fumbles and things like that, we need DaRon Bland back. When I think about it, he was an offensive weapon, wasn't he? Yeah, jeez. How many touchdowns he had last year, and times that by 6, right? He was an offensive weapon for us, man. And if we can get a half of that, because when the last time we had a pick or a 6 or a fumble or a scoop or score, a scoop, and just fall on it, where we had it, From now on, when y'all go to any ice cream place, ask for 2 scoops. Maybe that can also subliminally get over to the Cowboys, Yeah. Ask for 2 scoops. Give me 2 scoops, man. Make it 3, by the way. We need scoops and scores.
Have a chance to get better. Their eras are up, not down. And I'm talking in general here. Eras are up. And this coaching staff is, I know firsthand, I spend a lot of time around them. The coaching staff's got their eye on the things that we need to improve on. We need to improve on communication across the board, and we can. It comes better as the season goes along. We'll get better with communication. And frankly, like all teams at this time, we'll have some players coming back that have played critical roles for us. We ought to get better. And we're 7 games into this thing, 17-game season.
We got to get better. And he's on the same page in the wavelength as some of the players. Got a chance to talk to Buddy Johnson, who's one of the linebackers for the Cowboys, just the other day, and it should be on 97.9 The Beat. So be sure to check them out. Me and Jazzy Black, we were talking and picking the brains of Buddy Johnson and what happened in that game. And, of course, we can talk about the aficionados being who they are. And I'm going to see if I can pull some of the audio. Not going to play it all. But I just want to say this, though. When the officials make mistakes, they are humans, right? Just like anyone else. And just like Mike McCarthy would say, just like anything, right? They do allow, or they will say, hey, I apologize. But apologizing, man, don't win you games, though. You got to call it right the first time when you are an official. Let me see if I can pull this audio. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
That was Jazzy Black. I'm excited to be kicking back and getting ready for some DFW sports, especially talking about our Dallas Cowboys. And to join me is one of my favorite people ever, Law Nation Sports. What's up, Law?
Yes, indeed. Let me see if I can fast forward to his part, though. Hold on. Because they want to know what happened. You guys want to know what happened. Let me give y'all a little quick insert.
Just new coaches.
Let's see.
I think, the pattern that we're seeing as fans, it's like some fun out of watching the Cowboys, and it doesn't feel good. So how do we move forward?
Well, I know there's a different perception like that I'm saying that Law's probably going to say, as me being a player and as Law being like a fan and, everything else. So for me, I would say, obviously, like, it's the NFL and, like, every team's good, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you have to come up and show up and play week after week, right? Um, okay, you have to come up and play week after week. So for me, it's like, okay, it's a long season ahead of us. As everyone know, there was a lot going on in training camp. You know what I'm saying? That just new coaches, new defense coordinator. You know, CD not being at training camp. You know, all these little small things add up when it comes to the game, and it's very important. And you know, fans might not see that, but you know, chemistry is everything. So you know, building that chemistry. This being our first year in the defense, you have to build that chemistry in jail. But on the bright side, for me, I think it's great for us because I mean, obviously, no one likes to lose. You
Right.
know, winning is the name of the game. But at the end of the day, there's a positive to everything. And the way we fight in these games, it's like, man, like we're fighting and we're scratching and we're clawing like
Y'all
all the
know,
way to the
because it
end.
couldn't be me.
As long as he didn't say scraping. Keep going. Yeah.
Wouldn't be me down there. But
Yeah. I understand, but it's like at the end of the day, I feel like we're just searching for a crumb. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's all we need. Last year, when I got here, you know, I was just kind of paying attention. I was on practice squad, but we didn't go through any adversity.
Right.
So when we got to the playoffs, and it's like, okay, now it's really crunch time. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go through any adversity, so now we're going through all the adversity early.
yeah.
So we're building, and it's like building blocks. We're building,
Right.
Yeah.
we're getting stronger, and it's like being in a weight room. You got to go through all this adversity, and it hurts like to squat, boom.
Yeah.
But once you get in a game, like later down the season, you're so much more healthier because you're squatting when your body hurting so bad. So
Right.
I think for us, it's just like we're going through this adversity, and it's only going to make us stronger when it really matters. Like every game matters, but you know, September football, November football, like December football, that's when things really come crunch time. And I think we're going to be gelled so good together because we didn't went through all these hard games early.
We haven't. Yes, indeed. So I kind of skipped the part where he talked about the officials. Be sure to check that out on 97.9 The Beat. It should be out this week. But I just wanted to shed light that even the damn, well, even the players sound optimistic. They're not sounding like they're defeated. And he's not the starter on the defensive side, but he's one of the starters on the special teams. And when his number is called, he will show up and give us something. He did go into details in that interview about the fact that these officials will say, hey, man, we apologize. We missed this call. We missed that call. Like, I think that, you know, the NFL need to come up with a system. Just like we got PFF for players and things like that, I think we needed something like that for officials. Let me know how y'all your thoughts on that as we propel and get things going on this show. But I want to play this right here. Jay all day says, bull sugar. Come on, man. Yeah, it's bull sugar. Like now you want to say I apologize. You know what I'm saying? You bump me, I trip and fall a little bit. Yeah, but if I have a baby in my hand and you bump and trip me and I fall and the baby fall, now we got to throw hands. You know, come on. It's two different levels of apologies here, man. Yeah. But here's Chris Sims.
I know Dak Prescott's going to play hard. I never questioned that about him. I mean, he's a true professional. That's why I stick up for him. He never makes excuses. He's tough as hell. He makes a lot of big plays and big throws. He did not play his best last night. I understand that. You know, and he's had a hard time against San Francisco. But I'll say what I've said about a lot of quarterbacks, and like I said already, quarterbacks in this situation where there's just nothing there, this is too much to expect him to carry the football team. And at the end of the day, as awesome as Dak Prescott is, yeah, he's not Mahomes or Lamar or Josh Allen who's going to be able to extend plays and just carry an offense on his back without very little help.
Not to beat Chris Sims up, but he said he's not Mahomes, Lamar, Jackson, or what's the guy named Josh Allen. Give me a yes or no, a simple yes or no. Are those guys in a better system? Yes or no. Are they in a better system? Yes or no. And actively speaking, Lamar is crazy. Lamar, Joshua Allen, and Pat Mahomes. Did even their front office gave them more and more opportunities and more weapons. Let me know, yes or no.
In certain situations, that's not what he is. He needs a little help, a little bit of a system to, help him out that way, a little bit of a running game, and Dallas has got nothing going right now that makes you feel encouraged on the offensive side.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the response now, man. Yeah, shout out to you, Brand. Hey, so there's an echo, or do you guys still hear echo? Let me know if y'all still hear echo. Boy, I got all type of issues going on. Cody says yes. Verdi says yes. Spencer, no IQ, says we should get the GOAT of play calling, Bill O'Brien. Brian, who is it? Bill who? Who Bill O'Brien? Bobby Slowick? I don't know. Ben, that's the only B's I know. Tamika says yes. Mahomes leads the league in INTs with and let me see. Even though Mahomes lead the league in INTs, I don't think Dak finna catch up with him now. Shoot, especially after these. They have the 6th ranked defense and the 9th ranked offense. I would still take what Pat Mahomes doing with their scheme. Always, yes. Everybody's saying yes. Law, who has more weapons, Daniels or Dak? Daniels or Dak? Are you talking about Jaden Daniels now, or are you talking about Daniel Jones? I need to know. I need to know. And let me know which Daniels you're talking about. And I think that they still have 2 number 1 wide receivers, if I'm not mistaken. Or they for sure have Terry McLaurin, and they have 2 running backs that can really scrape and scramble and get upfield. I don't think that they're running out running back by chance, because we don't even have a running back by committee. Oh, Washington Daniels. Okay, I'm forgetting that his name. Jaden Daniels. Okay. Jaden Daniels is young and not as good as Dak. I think Jaden Daniels got potentials. He got high upside. I think that his scouting report speaks that is higher than Dak Prescott's scouting report coming out in 2016, to be fair. I will say this, though. He's not of the kind of caliber of quarterback yet, because we only seen the good sides and the shades of him playing against last play schedule there. And I'm not using that as a crux against him. You got to understand, teams don't have a lot of tape on him, so he gets a pass, by the way. On top of that, when you look at everything, if you got a former head coach that's calling plays, like Cliff Kingsbury, who's been putting in great positionings for said quarterback, I think that those things play dividends. So we have to look at the complete picture here. And I don't think that Washington got the control of the above like we have here in Dallas, right? Like it's basically the Washington team would probably be the Cowboys team if we get rid of Jerry Jones and them, right? The Atlanta Falcons are a similar situation, right? And to be fair to everything, let this all fizzle out. This is still early in the season. We in the midway. We will see what happened when the weather get cold, and then we had to go through some trials and tribulations. The Cowboys, just like what Buddy was saying, we going through it now. And if you guys pay attention to that entire video, he goes into more and more details. So right now, if you are a Cowboy fan and you're thinking about jumping the ship over there to Washington, then go ahead. Hey, and even with all of their glory, with all of their weapons and all of that good stuff, they still have the 27th ranked defense. Let me repeat, they still have the 27th ranked defense. And people, y'all got to understand, Dan Quinn is not calling the plays. He's not calling the offense. That's Cliff Kingsbury. And I think that the defensive coordinator, he's more involved into that. Now, of course, he's on the sideline. He's motivated. He's a great communicator. He does all of those things pretty well. But they do have the 27th ranked defense. And we will see how everything subsides down the line. But right now, being 6-2 is a whole lot better than being 3-4. But here's the other side of it. Here's the God truth on the other side of it. Damn it, when we were 6-2, y'all was complaining. Y'all was still mad about this team. Let me know if I'm lying. Y'all was like, man, we ain't gonna do nothing, man. Yeah, we just beating sorry teams, man. We just winning by chance, man. Wait till we get to the postseason, man, because we still watching. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I said one lie yet. If we were 6-2, I would still have Dak delusional. I still have other folks that's in here. I can't think of other people's names that would be still. I still have Brandon calling saying, "Hey Dak, I'm still watching. Hey Dak, well I don't care about what we do in the regular season. It's all about the postseason." Let me know if I said one lie. I can cut the stream out. Let me know. Yeah. Even if we were 6-2. So we still get this. It still feels the same. I posted a clip of Ezekiel Elliott. I didn't even do it. Shout out to Iced Out Dame. You know, he compiled a clip. I reposted the clip, and everybody mad at me. You're like, oh man, Zeke washed, man. So you mean to tell me when Zeke scored a touchdown, y'all didn't say anything positive? Y'all like, I can't stand Zeke, but yeah. Yeah. I'm like, God, dog. You're like, I get it. You can't stand Zeke. He's trash. He's washed. He suck. And y'all say, here come Law and Boss Cowboys Sports and Jay Tuck carrying the water for Zeke. Man, look, Zeke ain't going to give me none of that money. Zeke, hey, if you did, man, if you do, man, ask Stacy, you know, we'll split it. You know, come on, give me some of that money, man. You know, Zeke ain't finna give me no dimes over here. Dak ain't finna give me no money over here. Jerry ain't finna give me no money over here. They ain't finna give me no money. Talk good about them. They ain't finna pat me on my back. Yeah, so regardless of it, when y'all look at Washington fans, damn it, that's how we supposed to be when we 6-2. When y'all see Eagles fans that's cheering, that's supporting their team, and eating dog droppings or horse droppings, now I'm saying that we don't supposed to be like that, but they support their team. Even when they lose, they still come troll. We don't do none of that stuff over here. Yeah. 6-2, just beating bottom of the barrel teams. You ain't lying, Law. Yeah. Zeke is washed. He needs to retire. See, Matt, you know, whatever happened to speak life into someone? Whatever happened to, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? A good running game will make an average quarterback look good, and a good QB look great. Yeah. I mean, exactly that. Yeah. Law, and I appreciate you so much for your support, man. Yeah. Law, not hating, but what is Dak's best qualities? He does great. It's like he's a play-action quarterback. In the words of so many people, former players who played with him, he is a motivator. He is a guy that can push things. He's a sun up to sundown type of person, right? And those are his qualities. We talked about the intangible things for a long time. But you can only win with the intangibles for so long. You can only win with those type of qualities for so long. Is he a world beater? No. Do he have the kind of caliber of arm like a Pat Mahomes? No. Is his arm strength, can he throw a ball as far as Joshua Allen? No. Is he cerebral like a Peyton Manning? Hey, man, there's a lot of people that go no to that. There's not an athletic bone in Peyton Manning's body. You know what I'm saying? That cantankerous head he got a lot of brains up there. And he know how to sort some things out, and he would take chances. Led the league in interceptions many of times. Peyton Manning was the first guy, I believe, to have like 20 INTs and 25 touchdowns, right? But that's not promised here when you do it in Dallas land, because we so cycling, we so fickle with ours. And we're going to get to that topic point too today. Steven Cowboys, and you gotta play to your strength. Yeah, yeah. God bless you, bro. We need a quarterback that can read the field better and make better choices. Like when you're talking about reading the field, most of the quarterbacks that's in the National Football League right now definitely know how to read the field. Quarterbacks that don't, they're in the UFL. They are somewhere 1-2 years in the league and they're working paper or plastic, sir, or they opening up quarterback camps, or they on TV like Dan Orlowski. Do y'all think Dan Orlowski know how to read defenses? If I were to pull up tape side by side, do y'all think y'all would do a better job than Dan Orlowski? The answer to that is no. The guy's very smart. He's very wise on how he pick and pull up film. And that's his bag, by the way. So yes, Dak Prescott knows how to read. You don't get a chance to be, I guess he didn't, you don't get a chance to be an all-pro quarterback and don't know how to read nor write. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, what was the strengths for Troy Aikman? What was his weakness? What were the strengths for Roger Staubach? And what was his weakness? Every single quarterback got strengths and weaknesses. So what you want to do as a GM, you build your team around the strengths and you minimize the weaknesses. You add players to complement. Like, for example, Brandon Cooks, the time that we went and made the move for Brandon Cooks, I can tell you that there was no strategy put into place. Why, Law? Why? Because everybody, mama, uncle, cousin would know that if Brandon Cooks, the way he operates is from the inside the slot, right? Why would you have two slot guys? And I get it. People will call CeeDee Lamb slot merchant, but that's where is one of his better attributes, is running from inside the slot. So you got two things that don't really match each other. And we expect the same great results. Great GMs know how to pick teams to complement one another. And I'm going to use the damn Eagles, for example. Smitty is an entirely different kind of caliber of wide receiver than AJ. But do they complement each other? Give me a yes or a no. Give me a yes or a no. Two different type of wide receivers on the field. And if you a DB, you got to play Smitty differently than how you play AJ. That's complementary. To really add extras to that, they need a run game with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the kind of caliber of quarterback that needs run game. Because, yes, he can tuck it and take it and run, but he needs ultimately help in run game. So they went and they scoured and they said, okay, they know that there's a cap to Kenneth Greenwald or whatever his name is. Shout out to him. Went to the same school. He's a poor man's version to me of a Tony Pollard, right? Now the Cowboys would be looking at it like, hey, we got Kenneth Gainwell, and we're going to let him be our number one running back now, right? No, he wasn't enough. They went and got Saquon Barkley so that they can still have him plus Saquon. That's complimentary, building your team so that when you can win games with it all not being on Hurts. So when I'm listening to a few Eagle fans talk about, hey, man, Hurts won the game. And Saquon Barkley sitting there with 120 yards rushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they don't know football. Boy, we wish we can get 120 yards. We wish. Don't y'all know if y'all Google Dak Prescott record when the running back gets 100 yards? Don't y'all know what that record is? We would know the answers to the damn test and refuse to go get the answers. That's the craziest thing, and that's why we are mad and frustrated here in Dallas. You know your strength of your quarterback. You know your weakness. But why would you try to go against the grain to say, hey, Now, since we paid the quarterback, he don't need no runner game. He don't need no other wide receiver. He can be just CD and Dak since they got paid. But y'all look it up. Google is free. Look up Dak Prescott record when the damn running backs or when collectively the run game gets 100 yards. There's teams out there like the Ravens get 100 yards in their sleep. There's teams like the 49ers, they can put me in a uniform and get 100 yards. Yeah. What's Dak Prescott record against winning teams is a bad record. And guess what? If you do your research and reports, that's majority of the NFL quarterbacks. That's majority of the NFL quarterbacks. Against winning teams, the majority, I believe, since Tom Brady retired, there's only one. I think it's Pat Mahomes now. So finding another Pat Mahomes is like a needle in a haystack. Now, if you talk to Washington people, they say Jaden Daniels is the next Pat Mahomes. And to a degree, Chicago Bears, they may be looking at that quarterback as the next Pat Mahomes. Yeah. Yeah, so it's one of those things, whereas, we tell some people, shoot, boy, oh boy. All right, so for the objective point, and this is objectivity. For y'all say, hey, Law, you're not objective. You always defending Dak Prescott. Well, Brandon with the D-O-N at the end, Brandon Laurie, Cowboys, Dak Prescott has 24 rushing yards in 2024. Here are the quarterbacks that have more. And Joe Flacco is a statue, and he got more yards than Dak. Bryce Young she looked just like God doggone ludicrous. Bryce Young, he got 32 yards. Tua got 41, and DTR got 44. All four haven't played in more than 5 games. And DTR played in 1 game. So, Dak, I get it. Jerry Jones says, hey, we don't want you to run. But sometimes you got to buck the system. I quote it right here. I said this right here. Dak Prescott needs to run more. At least make an attempt. At least try to run. At least attempt to lean forward just a little bit. Anyone at the Star or at practice knows if Dak Prescott is healthy. If he is a little heavier than last season, I need to know. I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for solutions. I need to know, because Dak need to run a little bit more. And, of course, we already know the news of the fact that about Bland getting back into the system here. All right, and let's listen to this right here, because I thought this is very good.
I always told our quarterbacks, and Tom especially, because Tom was so competitive, even in practice. If you want to see if you can get it in there, see if you can get it in there in practice, and then you'll know in the game, hey, I can or I can't. I'd rather you make the mistake here than try to do it on Sunday. And it's like, oh, I shouldn't have tried to do that. If you've got a close play there, and whether it's a hole shot in cover 2 or that in cut between the linebackers, on a 3rd and 10, can you get it in there? Make sure the receiver's coming downhill, those kind of things. Go ahead and take a shot at it, or on those, we call them sail routes, but where the inside receiver runs that flag route and you clear out with the go pattern on the outside. Throw it to the go pattern and let him know, hey, I'm looking for you. Go get this ball, so he'll clear it out when you really need him to.
Like throwing daggers.
Bill Belichick lamented the fact that if you're going to test something, test it in practice. Yeah. Throw it in practice. And Bill Belichick got that from Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells would tell Romo, I need for you to throw at least 2 or 3 interceptions in practice. That's where Bill Belichick get it from. Ain't that funny? Bill Belichick is a disciple of Bill Parcells, That's dope. The thing is, we can't do that in Dallas. When we at training camp, You got reporters, beat reporters. You got people that are looking for sensationalism. That was, hey, terrible day in practice. They throwing INTs out here. That's when you're supposed to make a mistake. You know, we so itching and ready for change here. You can't make mistakes, and of course, being visible are part of the problems. But we need to have these type of things. Yeah. Need to have these type of things. You need to force balls where they don't belong. You need to see whether or not this receiver can catch a ball and knowing that he's about to get creamed. You know, we need to see if we can if he can throw off his back foot or across his body. And that's a no-go zone, right? Don't try to fit it there. That's what Bill Belichick is saying. And that was a great insight to, like, coaching. I don't know whether or not he will be our coach next year. But if he is, if by some far stretch, if he is, that would be a situation whereas we would see marginal improvements, marginal, not extreme, but marginal improvements across every position that's on this team.
Like, how deep can that linebacker be and I can still get it over his head?
Right.
And that's like something I'm always doing in practice. We throw a ton of daggers, but okay, he's at 15. Can I still kind of layer it over him? Or, you know, if he's at 10 yards, sure, I can throw it over him. Or he's at 16, 17. Can I still get it in there? And that's something, like you're saying, that I'll do in practice. In a game, maybe I'll be a little bit more careful. But in practice, yeah, you test your limits.
You said in practice you test your limits. And shout out to golf, man. Shoot. I wish we can go play golf and get only 85 yards in the game and still win. Shoot, come on with it. Turnovers in the game change momentum, people. Yeah, it does. It especially when we say play the field, and I appreciate you, Albert. Thank you for all your support. When you play the field and you are lack of talent, you lack of weapons, you have to play the game, whereas you know I'm playing the clock, I'm playing the time. You know, they said in Nam, the what was it? Guerrilla warfare, you know, guerrilla warfare, not gorilla, but guerrilla warfare. Whereas you know the terrain, you know where all of the nooks and crevices and the cracks are. You know where to put the traps at. They can drop as many bombs as they can, but you're safe and secure in your bunkers. You already know that in order for them to beat you, they gonna have to come to where you at. And even though you may have all of the power, you may have all of the weapon and artillery, you don't have the terrain. You don't know the knowledge of the area of the land. And sometimes you can win, but you got to have a strategy. Right? You got to have a plan to know how to attack. And I think that Mike McCarthy, going back to one of these illustrations of the pictures here, he checked out. He don't have the strategy, the mindset to say, hey, I can't have 3 and out. I can't go 3 passes. I can't run straight hook routes. I can't run verticals. I can't pass it to a 5'7" guy, and that's with cleats. I can't do that. Dak, hey, I get it. The offensive line is porous, but 2 yards in a cloud of dust is better than throwing the ball to the opposing team. Take the sack, throw it away. Try not to take too many sacks. Throw it away. You know, you put the ball in the audible. Make the adjustments. There's something like, as crazy as I would like to, and I was watching some of the film that Vach, and I listened to Vach and my guy Skywalker the other day, and they did a great job on the film analysis of the Cowboys on 3rd and 5 or the Cowboys in the red zone, and they go empty. But Dak Prescott, he still pulled the trigger. he still pulled the trigger on an empty clip, right? Dak himself got to say, hey, come on. Zeke, come on. Hey, I know they put you. I know the play design is for you to be a wide receiver, and I know the play design is for you to also, the other guy, to be over here, but I need for you guys to come inside. I need to run this ball. I need to take full control. Those are things. Ricky says 5'7" with cleats. Yeah. Those are things that he got to start doing. I get it. The play calling is trash. But at some point and at some time, he himself got to figure out ways to insert. I mean, what they going to do? They going to bench a $60 million quarterback if you don't run the play right? He got to. He got to go rogue. I need ski mask Dak or something. I need Dak to put some black face paint up under his eyes and all of that stuff. He's gonna have to go rogue. He's gonna have to be evil Dak at some point. Law, do you believe Terrence still has it in him to get better down the stretch? I think that right now it's just like what I said. Even if the plays are vanilla and bland as possible, and if I'm seeing that part right there continue to get blown up and weak, you're going to have to make the adjustments. If the coaching staff can't do it, hey, I'm the 9-year pro. Hey, I'm calling the play. Hey, Zeke, I need for you to stay on my right side. Hey, Hunter, I need you to be on my right side. I need for him to do that. Go truth only. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing that I can say. That's the only thing I can say right now. He's going to either that or we continue to be the same and expecting the man that's on his deathbed to make the decisions. Truth hurts, man. Coaching may be trash. It may be terrible. And the truth really hurts. It's the hardest pill to swallow. And we got to make those necessary adjustments. You got to be able to do that. Unfortunately, y'all. And that's just how that goes right here. Let me see if I can find this clip because I want to be able. I should have already had this download, but we freestyling today. Let me know if you guys okay and y'all good on time. It's 12:45, but I want to show one thing. I believe it's right here. Hold on. I think I got it right here. Boy, look at God. All right. And hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Appreciate y'all so much for tuning in and being part of these conversations. Veteran quarterback talk right here. And I like the way Acho broke this down. And I get it. And Campbell told Harris 69, Dak sucks. Truth hurts. Right? I get what you're saying. Okay, we heard you the first time. But completely saying that over and over again, what point do that prove, right? I mean, at this point, we got to get better in that category. He's the starting quarterback. If you here to troll, then just say, hey, I'm just here to troll. I'm just here to troll. I got my Crayolas in life. I just want to just take a dump on a guy because he sucked. People were saying the same thing about golf. Things can change. People were saying the same thing about Kirk Cousins. Things can change. People were saying the same thing about Mayfield. Now Baker Mayfield back sucking. So it just what it is, right?
This is why Russell Wilson is a starter. This man right here, number 3, has a Hall of Fame mind. Here's what he identifies. The Giants are bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Steelers only have 6 players in the block, 5 offensive linemen plus the running back. Russ doesn't like that. Watch him audible right here. Hey, he alerts. He brings in the tight end. Once he brings in the tight end, advantage Steelers because now Russell Wilson They got numbers. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the block. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advantage Steelers. You know right now the Giants are in man-to-man coverage on the back end. Man-to-man coverage. So, Russ, now you got time because you brought in the player to block. Now you just got to deliver the strike. Beautiful ball. But the ball is nothing without the intelligence. Because Russ brings in the tight end to block, watch this six-man pressure. It can't get home. Why can't it get home? Because, boom, he had an extra blocker. Extra blocker, clean pocket. Clean pocket, 7 points.
No doubt. The way Archo broke that down is in very common sense. Numbers, matchups. You know, before Russell got there, he sucked, you know. Russell in Broncos land, he sucked, right? Sucked. Sierra husband. I had to go search for his name. Like, damn, what's that guy's name, right? But now, all of a sudden, he's back better again. Strategy, schemes, in a different system, change of scenery, etc., right? Cowboys, we're going to have to get some things going. Yeah. Law, does Dak make that play? Who knows? Under Mike Tomlin, I guarantee you, if Dak would have went to Mike Tomlin's system, scheme, and system, or whatever it may be, maybe, just maybe, he would have the autonomy. I don't know. Those are things I don't know. But Dak here, he's going to have to go rogue. He's going to have to say, hey, I got to have the ability to bring in an extra man to block. I got to have the ability, because that could be the same situation. If you go back and look at the first INT that Dak Prescott threw in that particular game just last week to Kevontae Turpin, my guy Cooks, he releases in the middle of the field without chipping, without touching any ribs. He just releases. Bosa like, okay, I beat the aluminum can, right? Now it's time for me to go get the quarterback. Football is a game of inches, you know, and that's just what it is. Sad part is Russ had brains, Brian Schottenheimer in Seattle. Yeah, Spencer, he did have Brian Schottenheimer in that area. All right, so it's 12:50. Let's get this party on the road right here and get things going. I appreciate everybody for y'all support. I just want to say this, though. If you're ever in a jam, especially like this, a crash coming in from nowhere, and you don't know who to call, I'm telling you, don't call Ghostbusters. Yes, indeed, don't call them. Don't call Ghostbusters. I want you to be sure to understand that you got someone that will fight for you and protect you through any legal services, and all it takes is one call to the East Coast.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
Just 214-817-3333 and all threes that you can dial until you get someone on the other end. The good thing about this, when you get someone on the other end, it won't be a first-time person on the phone. It'll be someone that knows what they're talking about, that's a partner, and combinedly they have over 100 years of experience. So call my line, hit me up, especially if you got hit. Don't dial 911. First, call Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm, personal injury lawyer. Come on with it. It's 657-390-7391. It's the hotline for your mind right now. Let me tell you a little bit more about FrankelFirm.com. You can go there as well. The good thing about it, if you're in the Dallas area, they are locally here. So even if something small as a fender bender, something as major as a hit and run, call Frenkel first. Let's go. I got on the hotline for your mind from the 214. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Law, did you hear Trayvon Diggs and Michael Parsons talk about my boy Danny Q?
Yeah, I heard that. I played that yesterday too. Yeah.
What you think about that there?
That he gives excitement to the room, whether it's Shark Week or boxing, box night. Shout out to T-Mac, Elite. He's one of those clients there. I think that it's crazy for them to give them flowers in the midst of rivalry, But I get it. Them boys on podcasts, and that's what they supposed to do, I guess, talk and get content.
When I was saying this last year, this year, 2 or 3 years ago, that my boy Danny Q was the reason why for the turnovers, for the quick turnaround when he first got here, when we had an historical bad defense, and then he got here. It didn't take no 3 years to implement his system. And when I was saying that,
but it's hard to quantify that though, because we don't have a Parsons out there. We never seen Dan Quinn without a Parsons. We never seen Dan Quinn collectively with these type of talents on the outside as well. We got a guy that's coming back from an ACL, Diggs, who's not up to speed as he's wanting to be. They got him ranked damn near on the bottom end of all of the DBs in the National Football League, even though we know that it's just PFF. But we got guys we pulling off the streets to play DB on the opposite side. So I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, we've been decimated, man, with injuries.
Now,
have we, since Quinn been here, when he was here, have we had a slew of injuries like this? Yes or no?
To be honest with you, I don't remember a time where I don't think so. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
but also,
they do have the 27th ranked defense. They're not that far ahead of us in defense, collectively speaking. By the way,
that's understandable. Like I get what you're trying to do.
No. That's what I am doing. It's not like the Washington team played the same skill sets and the same levels of teams we played as well. So it's not a complete measure to measure Dan Quinn versus this team this year, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's understandable, but the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because before we had a slew of injuries, the defense still looked the way that it looked before them injuries, and then when they come back, I'm pretty sure it's gonna look the exact same. And to your point, when it came to the Washington team being the 27th ranked defense. They practically have the same team that they did last year and the year before and the year before that and the year before that. The only thing that's different is Dan Quinn and the quarterback. They have the same team. And so what I'm trying to tell you, Law, is I don't feel like I know you hate Dan Quinn.
No, I don't. I never said I hated Dan Quinn. My whole point, and here's my points and my stance on Dan Quinn. When someone got talent and they sabotage, meaning that they didn't put or bring forth their ultimate efforts, that's what I said with Dan Quinn. He was already checked out. I got verifiable. I can call the person, but I'm not going to put him on blast, that said that he literally checked out coaching that game. And they played for the Cowboys. They're no longer on his team now, but they played for the Cowboys. And I talked to him, and now, put it like this, they on the Vikings now.
Okay.
Yeah. They're on the Vikings now.
My whole thing is I just don't feel, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
My whole thing is I feel like you and I think even Boss to a degree, I think even Bots, it was a lot of Cowboy content creators that was like, Dan Quinn is the reason why we sucked and we fell short in the playoffs, and the offense Well, the offense did what they were supposed to do, but it's all because of Dan Quinn. And I'm like, wait a minute, that can't,
that sabotage word only came up last year against Green Bay Packers. He rolled out it's verifiable with people who absolutely coached in the league and players actually played in this league said that it's verifiable that he came out with a complete different plan. And even Rex Ryan called him out. So I get it. If everybody want to give Dan Quinn his flowers, now granted you can give it to him, but it was verifiable that people who scouted, who coached in the league, and players who played in this league said that he came in with a different plan. Now, if he would have stayed and stuck to his old plan, then then we would take those things away from him. But by people saying that he changed the entire plan going into that game, I don't have room to fight for him on that. All I can say is the dude is a good coach, but he checked out. He already saw the light at the end of the tunnel, so he had his mind set elsewhere. His mind wasn't set on beating the Green Bay Packers.
And my whole point is, I feel like Dan Quinn got all the blame, and Mike McCarthy didn't get enough. And so that's my whole thing. Everybody blame Dan Quinn, but let Mike McCarthy off the hook. But now we seeing what's happening. So we got Dan Quinn that done left, and now where he done left, they winning it.
Quinn, hey, Darius, have you ever heard two wrongs don't make a right?
Sure.
Right, yeah, right. So at this point, shoot, Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn. And on top of that, in 2022, when we looked at the game plan, with Kellen Moore, we put some of the blame on him in 2022. You mean to tell me you abandoned the run completely? Yes, your right tackle was out. Yes, Tony Pollard got hurt. Yes, we couldn't get a cloud of dust. And Dak Prescott throwing it into double and triple coverage. But you couldn't come up with a different philosophy. We've seen other teams come up with different philosophies or changing the game plan. We don't do that here in Dallas, and that's what I'm trying to say, Darius.
I got you. I'm not refuting that. I'm not trying to refute that. My whole thing, my main point was just that Dan Quinn got too much hate. I get that you said he sabotaged. Cool. I will say that. You said the people in the building said that he sabotaged the game. He checked out. I go for that.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter still remains. He got way too much heat.
But didn't he get way too much praise too?
No.
Come on. Hey, come on.
Historically worst defense to one of the best.
You just gave him praises for turnovers and takeaways, but that absolutely started even in 2020. That's when the turnovers and takeaways increased, by the way.
Why we ain't getting it right now, Law?
Because we don't got the personnel. You see, Monty, he was working at Walmart. He was on somebody else's practice squad last year. And then they refusing to play Wanye and as well. And I like Dono. Dono for the last 3 or 4 years, he haven't been playing safety out in space. He's been playing close near to the LOS. Now we got him playing out in space, and he's just as lost as a child. And he just lost, man. He's lost, bro. So that's just where we getting it.
Can I ask you this? So once the run Bland get back, and we got the run Bland and Trayvon Diggs, are we still gonna go with the
is that tangible enough to say that a guy is going to come back by missing 6 or 7 weeks and being hurt, that he's going to play up to par that he did last year? That's not within reason. That's why we say that we need a new general manager. See, the expectations are for these guys to play the same before they got the injury. No, it ain't going to happen that way. There's going to be some slippage and going to be some drop-offs. But great GMs, great coaches, they bang the table to get new talent in there to allow these players to at least heal before they get rushed and thrown back out there. That's just all I'm saying, Darius.
So basically this season is a wash, is what you're saying, right?
I don't know yet. I can't quantify that right now. But for right now, we can all say that we are not playing up to the levels that we should because of injuries.
All right.
Hey.
Well, you heard it. You heard it from my guy's mouth. Hey. Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs said they want to run through a wall for Dan Quinn. Guess who they not saying that about? That's all I wanted to say, man.
Exactly. All right. No problem with that. No problem. That's why I can't stand the podcast, because in any normal environment, you don't get those type of conversations from these guys are in their 20s. They super young kids. They are super young kids, and they don't know no better. You don't put that type of stuff out there. Praise. That's like you. I say this for those who got ladies in their lives right now. Start talking good about your ex. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, my ex boy. Shoot, she just cooking mean scrambled eggs. Yeah, man, and her breakfast. Ooh, shoot, that grits and butter and cheese running all over it. Make my toes curl, man. I don't know about this new thing I got over here. And let me know how long that relationship gonna last. Boy, my ex-boy, shoot, boy, that banana pudding, shoot. I get a little bit on my hand, I bite my hand off. It's a regardless of how you interpret it, it's gonna always come off as the ex was better than your new thing. And it's just a bad look. And they not older. I promise you, by the time they my age and they get in their 40s, they be like, damn, you know what, man? Shoot, we were wrong for, man, just pointing out this and that. But they can't see it now. You can't see it now. They so young, man. You can't tell. These new generation that's born in the 2000s, you can't tell them nothing. You can tell them, look, man, it's a big bear down the end of the road. Man, F that bear, man. I got these knuckles, all right? Shoot. That bear going to show you who got the knuckles. Yeah. So, yeah. So I got from the 206. You're live in the mix. Talk to me.
Law, y'all just pissed me off. Law.
What's up?
To the Cowboy fan. Watch my profanity. I don't like cursing. But,
well, hold tight. There
bro,
go. Keep going.
Darius, what you just said, bro, and, everybody make good sense. Okay.
Yeah.
If you go watch Voch and Steele film, McCarthy is horrible.
Yeah.
They could if McCarthy would have caught the right plays against the 49ers, Dak Prescott would have had like 400 yards.
I don't know about that.
Easy.
Go ahead.
Them stupid routes. The middle of the field wide open. He could have faked. That's a scheme. It's scheme the receivers open. I'm seeing receivers that I never knew catching 30-yard touchdown bun, 50-yard touchdown bun. You just showed the play number 19. Where he come from the Steelers. You see what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You got to put the players in the right position to win games. But what you just said a few minutes ago, when I heard that podcast, I wanted to call in. I wish you let it call. I would call in and cuss them out. They'll beat me up, but I'll call them two bitch-ass niggas. They some bitches.
Appreciate you for calling in, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in, dog. That's for the 206, man. Look, y'all. I get it. Y'all angry. Y'all frustrated. But let's keep it simple. All right, from the 863, you're live. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up, Law? Listen, man. I don't know what Darius got going on, but listen, out of all the injuries that we have, out of everyone that we have that's out right now that can contribute to this team, also with the antics that Jerry is telling us, the man is telling you that he's sabotaging his team, and we still expect our QB and put all the blame on him and say, go get me gold out of that butthole, even though we know it's crap.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like you saying, nigga, I wish I would say something good about my ex. And my ex say something about my girl right now say something good about her. It's my, he can go longer than you, Scott. Listen, I just turned 40. I ain't trying to go 3 hours no more. Look, I want to get straight to the point. If I'm a minute man, pat yourself on the back. You got me to the bus that fast. Pat yourself on the back. I ain't going 3 hours no more.
I appreciate you for calling, Scott, man. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah.
Y'all killing me with this. I got out 30 years.
All right, man. I know this guy gonna get it right. Coach Ball, man, you live on the 803, man. Talk to me, man. Coach, man, talk to me, man. Okay, I guess Coach gone. All right, let me get my guy 100 grand with the player, man, from the 201. You're live. Talk to me, man.
Look, man, it's early, man. What y'all doing? Got the kids watching, man. What y'all got going on?
I'm gonna move my show back to 9 o'clock. The late special.
No, you gonna need a new show, man. Long Nation After Dark, man.
Law After Dark, man. LAD, Law After Dark, man. I'm start the LAD show. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, man.
All right, so what you got, bro? What you got, man? What you got, baby?
Listen, man. Listen for Darius, man. Listen, man. Look. They're winning. And that's all he's concentrating on is they're winning.
Yeah.
But what he don't know is they're not getting turnovers like that over there either. They're not. They're not getting turnovers.
They had a pick six the other day. That's what it was. They had a pick six. That's what it was. The highlights.
But they're not getting the turnovers like they was over here. They're getting the turnover every here and there. Ask Louis T. They ain't getting them.
Yeah.
They're winning games. And that team that they got over there ain't the same team. Ain't a lot of Cowboys over there. If you going to talk the truth, talk the truth. It's a lot of Cowboys over there.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? That's the same team. No, it's not. We all said Terry McLaurin was good. All he needed was a quarterback. He got one now. That improves everything over there.
It do. It do.
So come on, bro. If you going to talk. They said, oh, we'll run through a wall because they were friends with the man. The man, that they were friends with him. They could go up. Hey, coach, man, can I chill out today? All right, cool. Yeah. Hey, coach, man, can I do whatever I want out there on the field? Yeah, man, go ahead. You can do whatever you want. Mike ain't like that. Mike is you going to do what I tell you to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
2 different styles. And number 3.
In 2 different ages. Jeez.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. And number 3, which is the biggest one of them all. What did you start this show off with, Law? When you started this show, what did you say? You said Jerry Jones is in control of everything. That's what I've been saying for how long, Law?
Man, for a long. Just like Snyder was in control over there, Jerry is in control. Snyder gone now. Jerry got his footprints over everything. And it's quite obvious, man, that when we look back at it, we can see the influences, man. Influences are very powerful, man. Put some fire in the chat if you can, man. Put some fire in the chat if y'all can.
So that's the main component. Over there in Washington land, he ain't got that restraint on him no more that he did when he was over here. That makes a major difference.
Yeah.
Major difference. And that, come on, man, and the game plan and the defense, all that. Jerry's in control of it all. So that's why Dak playing how he playing. Cole Beasley said he controls who gets the ball. He controls who gets the runs. He controls who goes out of there on defense and offense. He controls the whole thing. So a coach won't be a coach over here. A quarterback won't be a quarterback over here. We all been saying this thing forever. You guys just don't want to open up your eyes. You guys just want to say, man, Dak Prescott sucked. Man, Zeke sucked. Man, C.D. Lamb got his money and he sucked. No. When these guys go to other places, what happens? They become the player that you... Wait a minute, he's a totally different player.
A totally different one, man. I appreciate you for calling in, 100 grand. But in closing, what else you got, bro?
I just... In closing, they thought we was down, but we ain't now. Let's go Yankees. Let's go.
Lord, man.
Let's go.
Appreciate you,
How about
man.
those Yankees?
Them damn Yankees. A Yankee guy. You know. They gonna give you the heat too. They was like, he's a Yankee Cowboy guy. Who else he like? He like the Lakers. But I already know. Put down who you like on the basketball. I forgot who I think he's a Miami Heat guy. I forgot. Too Cool. Too Cool is next, man. From the 9-10 you in. What you got for me?
Hey, Law.
What's up?
You on censor now?
Yeah, well, it just, damn, shit, you can say those words, bull, sugar, and bull, you know what I'm saying? It's that we in election season, man, the N-words, man, come on, man.
Yeah,
you can say Negro, you know what I'm saying? But it's the other one you can't say, But I get it, though, it slipped. My guys, they do their thing. But what you got for the show, bro?
So I got two things, Law. First one is this. Is Michael Parsons, is he a captain?
No.
Right? So he should be the leader of the defense because he's the best player on the defense, right? So by now he should have been the captain for the defense.
Yeah, he's hurt right now, so, and this is another thing that I don't agree with Mike McCarthy. I'm not saying that Mike McCarthy is the best or the greatest coaches of all time or the greatest coach of all time. But I would say this, though. The whole thing with Mike McCarthy is that he likes to rotate his captains. No, man, not everybody's built or meant to be captains. Get you one captain on offense, one captain on defense and special teams, and that'd be for the season. You got too many captains. But go ahead.
So, but my point is this, right? Sometimes when you're in charge, you got to be in charge. See, Michael Parsons ain't in charge of nothing right now. That's my point. So he can go on that podcast, on his podcast, and he can say strange things that it's not strange to him because he ain't got no responsibility. But if you was the captain of that defense and you walked out there onto your podcast and you said what you said, how do you walk to that huddle and look at 10 other people, 9, because Diggs was with him, how do you look at 9 other players and say that you would run through the wall for another coach standing across that sideline over there? So now your 9 brothers on that defense right now want to play with y'all or trust y'all right now to have their back out there. See, the problem with Michael Parsons, he has no responsibility. So when it comes to him being injured, talking about he's down at F1 out there while they racing, not making the offensive players get better. Two of those players are rookies. What are you doing, Michael Parsons, to help them on the defensive side of the ball get ready for a fast? Because you getting sacks. Allegedly, right? So what are you doing to help number 60? What are you doing to help BB? You're not doing anything. You have no responsibility. So you can go on that podcast. While you're on that podcast, you could have been out there on that line of scrimmage getting them ready.
Well, damn, boy. It's one of those things, man, that it's a lose-win, lose-lose battle because it's divided. The best thing to do is to put the fire out before it spread. And now the fire isn't already spread it and things. Like if I'm in control, like people wouldn't want to play for me because if I'm in control of the organization and franchise, there will be a non-compete. There'll be a non-compete clause in the contract, meaning that, you can do your podcasts and everything, but it'll be under the confines of my umbrella. Yeah, because you're competing against me on advertising space and, individual deals. Yeah, it'd be a non-complete clause in there because you can't, for example, none of these guys, who's our premier sponsor, y'all, as far as alcohol for the Cowboys? Is it Miller Lite?
I think Bud Light, ain't it?
Bud Light, something like whatever light it is. They can't go get, they can't be sponsored by, let me see, Reserve Steel because it goes against the sponsoring agreement that's already in-house. So, I have non-complete clauses. So, you can do your podcast, but it'll be in the confines of the Cowboys, and we have full control, but that's how I'll do it. Go ahead.
I got one more thing
close.
for you,
Yeah, go ahead.
This right here. So, if we lose this weekend, The Cowboys going to be in the sweepstakes for Travis Hunter. That's point blank period. They're going to be in the sweepstakes for Travis Hunter. Not only do you get your shutdown cornerback, but you got somebody that be complimentary out there with CD Lamb.
Yeah.
But my question is this. If Jerry Jones did a coach change, I think everybody think it's going to be Bill Belichick. I don't think it's going to be Bill Belichick. But what I wanna ask you is this, because the person I think is going to be, people like to play for this individual. But what do Jerry do when players start picking up the phone and saying, I want to play for Coach Prime, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys? Because people going to call.
Yeah, people call. Yeah, people will call. Yeah.
What he going to do, though?
People call.
You can't say that nobody called me.
Yeah, they going to call. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Boy, appreciate you calling in, man.
I think Deion Sanders should be the coach for the Cowboys.
Yeah, bring it on, Dad. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
All right, too.
Yeah, you get the players. You get the players that you ultimately seeking. All right, we got enough room for a few more callers, man. I'm going to get Tim, and then we got the 803 and the 310, so we can get them in right quick. Tim, make it quick. You live, 469. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's on my brother?
Not much.
I tell you right now, man, Deion Sanders, let me tell you something. I need you to come back home. Come back home to Dallas to help us, Coach Deion Sanders. I need you to help us. We need help. We need that encouragement he brings. We need that passion, that love he brings. Because Deion Sanders will be the best coach ever. So that's what we need for us to come together. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here, bro. Look,
you kind of quiet.
look, no. I'm over here with my phone blowing up over here. My phone, my money line blowing up over here. Now I'm talking to y'all. But I will say this though. I'm not in the belief of just shopping for coaches right now. We still got now when it's time for to look for coaches. Yeah, I like to throw the idea of Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick. And I'm liking all of that, but for right now, bro, the prime and the drafts talks, man, we still not mathematically out of it, and we still got enough time down the stretch, man, to get things going, bro. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in, Tim.
All right, thank you so much.
No doubt, man. Yeah, man, I'm not ready for draft talk, and I'm not even draft guy. I'm not even big college guy right now. You know, I don't watch a lot of college football and all of that, and I leave that a lot for the other people that do those type of space conversations, you know. Excuse me. So I'm more so, I look at player skill sets and then I evaluate it from there, right? And whether they can be good for the scheme, the system that fits for us, right? And just like it wasn't a surprise to me. Remember, I think Okoye, he was very much so wanted Mozzie. I wanted that kid that got drafted, and he went to the Bucks. Shoot, his name is the tip of my tongue, you know. So we have difference of opinions, but once they get here, once the player get here, I'm gonna find out anything and everything they do, right? That's me. But far as speculations, far as this guy would do this guy would do that, because people don't know there are things that I can't do and there are things that other people can do. When I post and I put out content, I get hit with so many content claims, copyrights, cease and desists and stuff like that. I'm just being transparent with you guys. Like Boss wasn't even aware one time when I said, hey, when you pull up this college film, I'm not able to do it. My voice is a little bit different from those who on a different scale, right? Because that's just what it is. So when we start talking about college film and college tapes and clips and stuff, I can't do it here on this channel because they seek to tear it down and destroy it. So there are a lot of battles within battles. Yeah. Kalasha Kansi. Yeah, that's who I wanted. But, you know, when we start talking about certain things like going in and getting a prime and Travis Hunter, those things are good ideals. But right now it's a far fetch. I got from the 803. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, bro.
What's going on, Law?
Not much, bro.
Just make it quick, dog. I watched Voss and Skywalker on that film, Tuesday film, and man, that film pissed me off so bad. Excuse my language.
You good?
and Voss kept saying one thing: Mike trash. And to be honest with you, Voss right. Mike is trash because the concept he is running for our offense is not the same what it was last year. I don't know. I'm confused. Like, did he forget how to run the ball on the outside? I'm like, what is he? Does he have dementia? What's going on? This is not the same offense, and our O line is not good. It is not. It's not good.
You know what? You know what happened, DC, is for life. You know, a lot of times, I say this all the times. When you have your back against the wall, either you're going to fight through it and go scorch earth, you know, or you're going to be so critical and overanalyze and you're too careful. Have you ever seen, have you ever worked at a job where temp workers are at?
Yeah.
And they get these 15-minute breaks. Them jokers take 14 and a half minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because they really want the job and they're so timid, right? And I get it, you know. I had employees under me that worked temp jobs. We go on our executive lunches, and hell, our lunch break be 2 hours. You know, we come back, and we say, all right, come on now, what y'all doing now? What y'all doing? Y'all over y'all. We'll say y'all over y'all 15 minutes. You know, 15 minutes supposed to be back. Get on them phones or get on do this and do that. I think that the way Mike McCarthy is pretty much coaching his job is he like that temp agent that got the 30-minute lunches, right? And it's a damn shame to only have a 30-minute lunch, right? You know, and he literally making sure that he's back before that 30-minute hit, and he's not coaching the way he's supposed to be. And that's why I'm looking at Mike McCarthy. He needs to get unnervous, coach like he belongs here, walk around with something on his chest, like chest out, chin up, and get to coaching and call the best plays, get the players in the best positions.
Yeah, because on some of them drives, we had good schemes. We had people wide open. Dak had protection. The running game was not very efficient, but even Zeke was showing that Zeke is still Zeke. He gonna make you hurt.
Yeah.
He gonna give you some punishment, and that's exactly what he did. And when things are going right, guess what Mike McCarthy does? Take it away.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand. I mean, I still got faith in my boys, but I'm at this point as my fandom is just, if Jerry Jones don't step down, we ain't win nothing out.
Man, he ain't stepping down. Nobody walking away from billions of dollars, man. You know.
We win nothing.
He ain't walking away from it, bro. Appreciate you for calling in, Chief. Yeah.
All right, boss.
No doubt, man. You know, wishing for Jerry Jones to step down is going to be impossible, bro, at this point, unless you find some letters in his, you know what I'm saying, that he wrote in the 90s or what have you, talking about the N-word that y'all was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? If the only way y'all can get Jerry Jones to get out of here, if he said something like my guy said MJ, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you get rid of him. If he got some Snyder stuff and some Diddy tapes on him, you know, wasn't he at one of those Diddy parties? You know, can somebody do a Google search and see if you had Jerry Jones and Diddy in the same room at the same time? You know, that would be the only way, man. You know, so Jerry gonna end up having a coffin or a casket somewhere near the Star, and that's just how it goes. And then better be careful because his son may be worse than him. And his son, how old Stephen Jones is? They look like they're the same age. How old is Stephen? Stephen might live to 82, 89. You know, they say you live as long as your father. So Stephen may live the same age as his father, and he got a lot of years left, you know. So how old Stephen Jones is? It'd be crazy if Stephen Jones like 50-something. That'd be crazy. From the 310 you in.
Hello?
Oh, I'm about to scoot you up out of here. All right, you live. Talk to me.
What up, Law?
What up? What up?
Listen, I was on a podcast last night. We were talking about Dak Prescott, how he got injured from when he was injured. Probably about like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and he cannot run anymore. So just like what's his name? He's on the Chiefs now for the quarterback. What's his name? It's not coming to mind. He's a bad quarterback also, just like Dak Prescott is. Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Oh, Carson.
So you need to bring a new quarterback in. You want that Washington Commanders quarterback, or do you want Deion Sanders' son quarterback and father and son, or do you want Nick and Riley as your head coach?
Man,
What do you want?
you got 5 years on Dak Prescott. You know, just like the election season, it's going to be 4 more years or whoever going to be the
the president. He cannot run anymore. He cannot run anymore.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins can't run. Golf can't run. You know, there's a lot of quarterbacks that can't run. Right.
Well, which quarterback do you want now?
What quarterback I want?
Yeah.
The quarterback that can win us some games, man. You know, that's what I'm saying.
That's my whole point. Do you want the Washington Commanders quarterback, or do you want Deion Sanders quarterback? Which one do you want?
I don't want none of them right now because they can't come here. I can't be paying for 2 or 3 quarterbacks when you're still paying a quarterback $250 million. You know,
and Dak is going to get that money back to us. That's our money.
Yeah, unless the only way Dak can get that money back to you, unless he has something on that clause that he was at one of them Diddy parties. So I don't think Dak was out there at one of them Diddy parties, bro. I appreciate you from calling in, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Good call from him, man. Yeah, I mean, we got to understand the contracts. The time, if you wanted to move on from, I don't know where he was at, y'all. I probably saw he had me. I'm thinking like Deion Sanders. He ain't even drafted yet, you know. You can't get rid of Dak. They just paid the man yesterday.
What's your point?
They just paid that man yesterday to the highest guaranteed contract in life. Come on, y'all. Yeah, so y'all telling me that Stephen Jones is 60. Jerry Jones is 82. That's 22 more years, man. Shoot. Hey, Stephen Jones may live 22 more years, man. That's a long time. So what's 22 plus 30, y'all? What's the drought is? Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, my gosh.
The conference has been locked.
All right, I got the 423. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me.
Hey, Doc. How you doing, man?
Man, all is well, man. Can't complain.
Man, I've been enjoying the show. You've really been giving some good stuff, and I know everybody giving you a hard time, and you have to let them say what they need to say, but I do agree with a lot of what you said. But let me say this, because I know your time is brief. I really don't feel like the ownership is really all the way in. And I must admit, I saved my money. I was wanting to come and see a couple of games, but when I saw what we did in the offseason, it made me just decide to save my money and not spend all that money coming to see any of the games. I don't want to see them get beat down like they've been getting beat down earlier this year. I've been a Cowboy fan for 55 years, man. I'm 59.
59.
And so I've been riding and dying with these boys for a long time, bro. But let me say this while we're talking about it. When you think about them in the off season, the reason why I believe they take their time and wait to the last minute to sign these players is because they don't want to have money available to participate in free agency.
Man, I thought I came up with the same conclusion there, man.
It's the handwriting on the wall, brother. The handwriting on the wall. And I'm just going to tell you honestly, Law, I don't believe that you can win a Super Bowl just on the draft alone. I don't see any teams out here that have won Super Bowls on the draft alone, and I don't believe we're going to win it on the draft alone, and I think Steven is running the show.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that Jerry gets the oncoming missiles headed his way, but I believe he has given the keys to the kingdom to Steven, and Steven is concerned about only drafting the players to win with.
Yeah.
And as long as he's in charge, I don't believe we're going to win. And I think you know that. I think that's the reason why you just made the comment you had made about 22 years of having him at the helm.
Yeah.
I believe, I feel what you're saying, and I just really don't see it. I wish they would make a bold move, go out and get somebody that can put some heat on the quarterback, or Myles Garrett. I wouldn't care if they had to trade, 2 first-round draft choices.
That's what a normal team would do, right? Or if that what the Maverick Jerry would do. But like you said, if Steve is running the thing and they got the daddy as the scapegoat of it all, and you can blame it on the old man, and the old man gonna take his bullets for his son, right?
He will.
A man will go to the edge of the earth.
On.
Yeah, a man will go to the edge of the earth for his son. So the thing is with this is that just like anything, I'm gonna use my guy Mike McCarthy words. Just like anything, if you are at your house and the kids run up the light bill and the water bill, the energy company and the water company won't send that damn bill to the kids, right? They're gonna send it to the daddy, or they're gonna send it to the parent.
Absolutely.
And that's what we doing over here. That's why I don't have time to put Jerry in son all the time, but we know that it's the son that's more in control of the financials of these particular contracts. But Jerry do got his hands a little bit in it, because remember, it was him that said, you know what, I didn't speak to my son, nor Willie, nor anybody. I wanted to go get Trey Lance, and I went and got him.
I'll find her out. The tablet's down, and here she comes.
Okay.
Yeah, but appreciate you, man. Yeah, thank you. Take care of that, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. And ventriloquist stuff going on. But I got from the 214, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Yo, what's good, Bob?
Hey, what's good?
First, I want to say I'm a big fan of your channel.
Thank you.
You make some pretty good content.
Appreciate it.
I was wondering, let's say like if this what the Cowboy team are right now, how they're playing. Let's say we only win like 2 or 3 more games and have like a top 10 pick. Do we at least consider like in the early rounds drafting the QB? Because I know I'm not blaming everything on Dak.
Right.
$60 million, and you can't at least have us fighting for a spot. Like at least just that. And I'm not saying you got to carry the team, but like if by the end of the season we're already at the playoffs by week 13 or 14, I think that should raise some eyebrow. Me personally.
Yeah. I
wouldn't say get rid of the guy the following year and nothing like that, but like
right.
To look for the future, I think we should at least look at it, because that is because Romo got a big contract in like I think 2012 or like 2011, and yes, we did go 8-8, but at least at the end of the season, every game was okay. You win, you're in the postseason, and I feel like if we don't even at least get to that point, I think that does deserve some blame.
I mean, he getting a lot of it now. I would say, money is always going to be the number one thing that people are going to go at. But didn't you know that the Cowboys making the playoff 3 consecutive years haven't been done since the 90s, right? So right. So anytime you mention Romo and the Cowboys, that means that he was a part of that not making the playoffs in 3 consecutive years. Now, granted, what I'm trying to do, piece by piece, is to get people to stop comparing Romo to Dak and Dak to Romo, but look at the complete team. And if I'm with the belief that if you were to pick up Romo and put him on the New Orleans Saints, right, he would have at least made it to the Super Bowl in a different system. We didn't have the system then. The same things we complaining about now are the same things we complaining about then, is that we don't have a finite system. We don't have X, Y, and Z. We don't go out there and move weapons and get things like that. And we are always touted as, oh man, we are such a athletic team or a talented team, but why we can't get over the hump? Because we don't have things to complement other things. Like, for example, we had D-Ware here, right?
Yeah.
Who else we had? No one, right? For example, we don't, like, when you look at what the Rams did, they had the equivalency of a D-Ware, and a Parsons, and you know what I'm saying, the last Super Bowl that they won, they went and made moves to go get those things. And the Cowboys, to a degree, we don't do that. We just don't do it.
I know this is a random question, but when the Cowboys got rid of T.O., did they try to get another receiver or no? I don't remember.
Well, they got rid of T.O. And I think the following year, they struggled, and then they went and got a Dez. Or they got rid of T.O., then they drafted Dez or something like that. But they kept Roy. They kept Roy Williams. You remember that? They kept Roy Williams, and Miles Austin stood
I was
up.
going to say,
Mhm.
I was going to say, the T.O. Moment remind me of how Dallas did Dak with Amari Cooper. Like, they got rid of Amari Cooper, but they didn't, like, replace the receiver. They just pretty much Tony Romo turned Miles Austin to a star out of nowhere. We didn't know that was going to happen. Like, Jerry got lucky after making that dumb mistake.
Yeah.
And then he did it again, and I guess he didn't learn.
Well, the thing is,
that kind of caught me off guard.
It's the same cycle, and they got rid of T.O. and they ate $11 million. I remember, they didn't get rid of him for free. They ate the money, right? And Miles Austin, he gave us that 1 year of spectacular stuff, and he became a celebrity. Remember, he started smashing the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? And they took away his hams. He no longer had legs. You remember that, right? So we was like,
he went to Cleveland.
Yeah, he went to Cleveland. He went to bounced around team. But that's after we done gave him his bag and all that stuff. We a team that can't get right. Laurent Robertson was showing up and showing out, and then all of a sudden, he was like, hey, I got to go get this bag in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro, how things just change within a year with us. We never the other thing is we never have things sustainable. Guess how many years did we had my guy DeMarco Murray showing up and showing out for us?
Yeah.
1 year. We only had 1 year of 2014. And I say, okay, all right, it's time to bust it up and break it down. That's the Cowboys storyline.
I do think, like, throughout the Cowboys history, like, all their success has happened through a great shift. I do think, like, in terms of culture, it needs to be broken down for sure. Like, every time they've been successful throughout the history, is always a big change. Mm-hmm. Every time, and that's something like maybe the Joneses end up selling it, which it may not never happen, but something of that gratitude needs to happen. We need a huge change for like. To see a difference, I feel like. I don't think it'll change anytime soon.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, bro. Thank you from the 214 right down the street. Yeah. We've been having issues with 1 year's one-off, maybe a year and a half. For example, Sean Lee gave us multiple years, but it was always in spurts, right? And we was like, hey, wait till he get back. We don't need a linebacker. Wait till he get back. We literally had 1 year a spectacular play of a healthy Sean Lee. And it was with Bruce Carter. We was talking about the Lee Carter administration. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Carter, Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? We was putting up all type of names. Then they blew that up. They sent Carter off to Atlanta, and they sent Jeremy Minson somewhere, and they broke that up. We get that 1 year. We had 1 year with LVE and Jalen Smith. Who remember that? 1 year. They gave us 1 year of good play. 1 year. So we snake bitten, man. Shoot, with 1 year stuff. I got Big Amish, man, from the 202 you live. I got Donnie and them. You live from the 909. Donnie.
What's up, Law? How
Not
are
much,
you?
man. Doing great.
I hate shows like this, Law.
I get it.
Man. Because the one of the reasons I call your show is because you're so positive, and I'm positive myself when it comes to the Cowboys. And that's why I didn't tell you this when the last time I spoke to you, right before the season started.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew we were going to have a season like this.
Mm.
I got two brothers. They're both football fans. One's a Charger fan, one's a Steeler fan.
Mm.
And I sent them a text. This was back in March. And I said, you guys can copy this, save it, whatever you want to do to it. But the Cowboys would be lucky if they win 5 games.
Mm.
They were like, come on, Don. No, I said, I'm serious. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And just like that caller called a couple of calls ago on your show, where he said he wasn't going to spend no money to go see the Cowboys play, he knew too. The Cowboys didn't do anything in the offseason that made me believe that we were going to be better than what we were last year. If you go in the players that we lost, yes, most of them were not starters, but they were role players, man.
Right.
You know, when you think about Fowler and you think about the other pass rusher that we lost, those guys.
Armstrong.
Were good. Armstrong, yes, those were good role players. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Bobby Belt said on the show today on the 103.5, The Fan, said he said the Cowboys, in his opinion, they will win 6 games at best.
Yeah.
I think they got a poll going on over there, but yeah, I'm not surprised, Lord. Like I said, I hate shows like this because and I'm still trying to be positive, but I listened to the final word, man. I'm gonna steal your line. You guys don't do a good job. You guys do a great job, man. I really enjoy the content from all you guys, man. And Tuck was trying to talk about the draft show last night, and you got some draft content, man. I'm like,
Donnie, it's difficult because we understand, like, the replacement for Fowler and Armstrong supposed to have been Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealon.
Right.
But what you can't see down the line are the injuries and the comfort of, okay, well, next man up. But now your next man up is Chauncey. Chauncey's good. Chauncey's good at spurts, right? But not for a whole full 60. Like Mozzie, now is the time to say, okay, this is his second season. Like, if it was me, knowing just life in general, if this is him going into his second season, right, and he done lost 30 to 40 pounds, right? He lost 30 to 40 pounds his rookie year. He's supposed to be a big fat boy for us. He's supposed to be 340, 350 guy. But he ended up being 292, you know what I'm saying? Or 280-ish. So, and he had surgery on his shoulder. Right. That would have been a clear sign for me to start looking at defensive tackle, because I'm not finna just lean on, hey, I hope and I have faith that this guy's in the second season is going to perform better than his first, right? But the Cowboys, they have the luxury of doing that because nobody's going to fire them or questioning them. Don't you know how bad that is, bro? As a positive person as me, for you to have your first round draft pick to be a Michigan guy to get hurt and to go through rehab and expecting him to be a difference maker and to compete against other boys and be compared to like what Darius is saying out of the Bama boys from Alabama that plays for the Washington team. He's supposed to be better than him, and he's supposed to be better than Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. That's not happening coming off of a shoulder thing. But not just that, Donnie. What if I add in some Luke Schoonmaker, another Michigan guy who got bad feet, who had injuries in the offseason, who had to go through surgeries, and the expectations is for him to play better than Jake Ferguson. Don't you know from a power money dynamic, he's getting paid more than Jake Ferguson, because he's a second-round draft pick. So that's where we at. We have been riddled with the decisions of the front office with our 2 first picks that don't even tilt the scale of making an impact for this team.
But Lord, you just said it. Jerry and Steven, they know they're not gonna get fired.
They're not gonna get fired. Yeah.
There's a comfort zone there. There's no threat of them losing their job.
Yeah.
I always hate to give this guy credit, but you have to. That guy in Philadelphia, Howie Roseman.
You got to.
He goes whatever he needs to do to help his team. Howie's going to go and do it.
Yeah.
He's going to go do it.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are 7-0. You mentioned it last night on the show. 7-0.
7-0.
What they go do? They go get a receiver.
Yeah.
They go get D-Hop. They go get a pass rusher.
Yeah.
7-0. Everybody's trying to improve their team except for the Cowboys. We 3-4.
Yeah.
This team's 7-0, and just came off a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like you said, Maverick Jerry. Yeah. We need that Jerry back.
He gone, man.
Yeah.
He gone.
Always enjoy your show. Law.
Appreciate you, Donnie. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, man.
That's for the 909. And we, as fans, all we got to do is take it. Just take it. Take it. Take it. Take the fact that people would rather argue that PFF grades are ridiculous on Mozzie being ranked 119 out of 119. Out of all of the defensive tackles that played this year, they got Mozzie Smith ranked 119 out of 119. That's at the dead bottom. Dead bottom. And we supposed to be comfortable with that. We supposed to say, hey, man, hey, And, to all of the Eagles content creators and fans out there that's watching and trolls, to know that y'all got Howie. We know our problems. We know our inefficiencies here in Dallas. And we got to go back and forth with Eagle fans and Washington fans. And we got to go back and forth with our coaching decision. But the problem is up top and in the foundation. It don't matter, ladies and gentlemen. If when your roof is bad and your foundation is terrible, it doesn't matter how much paint you put on that house. It don't matter how much sheetrock you put in to cover up the cracks. And you can buy a whole new commode toilet. The water still won't flush right out of it. Cabinet doors will still open up. But you can see vividly with other teams that they see the problem. Hey, Schoonmaker, we don't have 4 or 5 years for him to get right. You will see all of a sudden that they will escape out of it by real GM teams. They would have said, hey, they packaged together Schoon and Mozzie to ship him off to another team for a player. Or if they knew where they was at when they was 12-5, they would have said, F them picks. Let's go get us a known commodity, somebody that I know that can bust through a wet paper bag, like a Jeffrey Simmons. How valuable are those first-round draft picks and the second-round draft pick if we don't even use them? Dog, what year is this for Sam Williams? This is supposed to be the year for Sam Williams. He's hurt now. How valuable. And Sam, my guy, I love my dude. He's my guy. But me and him generating the same stats right now. Nothing. So what I'm saying is that the eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Write that down. All the other teams, they look at it and they say to themselves, we got to keep trying to get better. For people, this is the craziest argument of all times. See, Pat Mahomes, they made it back to the Super Bowl when they got rid of Tyreek Hill. Can y'all put this in the chat? Did they get rid of Tyreek Hill for free? Or they got something back in return? Because I can tell you, we done let some of our guys go that was good for us, like the Tony Romos. Hey, he went and got a job at CBS. Dez, hey, we let him go for free. Didn't get nothing back in return. Martellus Bennett didn't get nothing back in return. T.O. didn't get nothing back in return. DeMarcus Ware didn't get nothing back in return. Cole Beasley, we got nothing back in return. When players leave here, not ultimately do they leave, but we get nothing back in return. DeMarco Murray and them, we got nothing back in return. All of the other organizations, the craziest thing, I had people literally saying that I don't know football, I don't know what I'm talking about. When we got rid of Amari Cooper for a 5th-round draft pick, talking about saving money. The Browns just got rid of Amari Cooper and got a 3rd-round draft pick. We get mad. Well, let's go for Amari Cooper. And they talking about the money. Well, the $20 million that they saved, they spend $50 million on Michael Gallup. And the craziest thing of it all, they paid Michael Gallup after he done got his ACL torn up, not before. Yeah, Aaron says, yeah, they save money. Yeah, you saved it to spend it on the money that they saved with Amari Cooper is spent to a guy that's no longer in the National Football League. And his name is Michael Gallup. $50 million. I can't make this stuff up. All right, I got I got 2 more callers, man. I'm sitting here going extra overtime. Anonymous, you live, dog. Talk to me.
Lo, what's up, Lo?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah.
Check it out, man. This is what I'm going to tell everybody, all the Cowboy fans. They should know this right now. If Eddie Kane Daddy told them, I'm going to tell everybody how it is. Steven ain't going to be shit. And Jerry ain't gonna be shit.
You know what? I'm gonna clip that up and I'm gonna try to find it. He said, hey, you gotta say it like him. He said, you ain't shit. Cause
and Steven ain't gonna be shit.
I ain't shit.
Hey, listen. Everybody need to understand this, man.
Yeah.
They won in the 90s.
Yeah.
And in the two areas, they ain't shit.
Yeah.
They ain't shit.
He ain't lying.
Listen, not only that, how you gonna get Martavius Bryant and then don't even put him in the game?
At least see what he can do, Let's see. Yeah.
He probably would have caught the deep ball if he was 6'4". Martavius probably won. He probably didn't have enough inches on him or something. I don't know.
Pause.
But listen, no lie though, man. Everybody's saying about the Dak Prescott thing, which I understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? He getting paid $60 million.
Right. He gonna get it. Yeah.
Right here. This is what Jerry Jones and Stevie Jones need to do. You drafted Tyler Guy.
Right.
Put his ass over there where he was at and transfer Terrence Steele to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that may work.
Yeah.
If that don't work, go ahead and trade Terrence Steele.
If this brother had a few more
and
inches,
get you something. Get your defensive player and let Brett Huffman be on one side.
Yeah.
I don't know. You may tell me I may be wrong, but this is what I say. You got to get your offensive linemen together first.
Yeah.
Before you start nitpicking, because I see that Dalvin Cook want to run, Zeke want to run, but you ain't got no push.
Yeah, true that.
If you don't got no push, how can you go? Steven don't know. They like to eat cereal, dry cereal. They don't like to eat cereal with milk. So they like to still be.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
man,
do,
be
man.
blessed,
Appreciate
man.
you, man, for calling in, dog. Yeah. Good call from you, dog. Yeah. They don't like no milk in their cereal, man. Yeah. Y'all know I had to find that drop, man. That's what I was doing while you were talking. Oh yeah, Stephen A. Smith. That boy.
If this brother had a few more inches, oh Lord, don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things. Oh my God.
That damn Stephen A. Smith. He need to call FrankelFirm.com. Go to FrankelFirm.com because they busted all in on him. Oh my gosh, man. Y'all don't supposed to have this much fun at work, huh? You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, man. That's Stephen A. Smith. Let me see if I can find it again. Shit.
If this brother had a few more inches, oh Lord, don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Hey, I got for the 469. What's on your mind? You lie.
Hey,
last but not
what's up,
least,
Bob?
man. What's good, man?
Yeah. Hey, we gotta keep moving Prescott around. I like that Prescott. He just forced the ball. He be trying to make plays. So if we cut back on trying to force it, it'll cut the interceptions down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we gotta win, man. We need to win. I ain't trying to throw the towel in, but you know, need to win, bro.
We need to get a win.
Yeah, put what's his name in? Take Donovan Wilson out and put number 30. What's his name? Wanye.
Yeah, put him in the game, man. And I think that Wanye, man, he's fast. He's a aggressive guy. He can cover every blade of grass out there. I think that he would be the go-to guy, in his safety room. I think that if they make that change and bulk the system and tell Jerry, I know you paid the money for Dono. I know you paid the money for Hooker. But let me at least keep the Hooker in there and get Dono up out of there. At least can't get benched both of them because Jerry. So you gotta say, hey, one without the other. Let me at least put Wanye in there.
I'll take Hooker out. Hooker trash.
So you would bench Hooker and have Dono and Wanye.
Wanye. Yeah, I'd rather have that. Or Bell and Wanye.
Bell and Wanye. That's who I want. I want Bell and Wanye out there. And both. I got to put this disclaimer out there, man. Dono and Hooker, y'all my guys, y'all my boys. But at this point, even Hooker admitted that Wanye is good. He said that damn Wanye good, man. Yeah.
Do you think is Parson gonna play? I know we got Bland back. That's good. Is Parson gonna play?
I mean,
is he practicing?
It's a high ankle sprain and it's turf. Those two things don't mix. If we were playing on grass like it was like in Steelers land, then yeah. But a high ankle sprain and turf, if he's playing, then give it shout out to him. But I would caution that. I would caution.
Out one more week.
Who we play? Who we play after that? We play at the house.
Eagles. Yeah, play the Eagles after that.
Get them prepared for the Eagles, man. Yeah.
One more week.
Yeah.
We gotta win, bro. I know you're getting a lot of crazy callers.
Man, look. Hey. They act like I'm playing out there. They be like, "Law, you the reason why we lost." I'm just like, "How, Sway? How?"
A win will change a lot of talk for a week at least. That'll change up some talk.
Yeah.
They can beat Atlanta. They got to stop the run. They're going to run the ball and throw to the tight end and throw to their little play. You can get pressure on Kirk Cousins. He'll throw some interceptions. He ain't no, world-class quarterback. I mean, he good, but he's beatable.
See, you talking about Arthur Smith, Atlanta. This is Zach Robinson. It's going to be more the Sean McVay vibes. You're going to get a lot of crossers. You're going to get some motions. You're going to get some runs, some powers, some edge runs, some C-gap runs. So you're going to have to – this is the third-ranked offense in the National Football League. There's only two other offenses better than them right now, and one being the Detroit, and I believe it could be the damn 49ers. So we got our hands full in this game, bro, just to be real with you, man. But thing is, you can put some pressure on Kirk Cousins. He's a statue, and see if you can get that going. But the Cousins, man, you know how that goes. He got a good arm, and he got some taller, bigger wide receivers that's not afraid to high point and catch the ball and pull it up out of the sky, bro. So we just got to be ready and be mindful that this is the third-ranked offense in the National Football League. They're very fluid.
Number 13, what's his name? Overshawn. I think he's going to have a good game. He played good last Sunday.
Yeah.
He should have stripped the ball when he hit the quarterback, go for the strip. He got to learn how to do that. That's Lawrence Taylor move, But he got that's a bright spot on the defense. I think they'll win, man. Just got to put it together, bro.
No doubt, man.
Have a blessed week, okay?
You too, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, okay?
Yeah, we'll try, man. Yeah. Just want to put this out. Yeah. Jay Recruiter says the Falcons are not that good, Jay Recruiter. So we not either. We not that good either. So all I can say is, man, you got to be ready, man, because when I was doing the Lions week, everybody was saying, well, the Lions really haven't scored more than 26 points, and they haven't had a receiver. They haven't had a receiver catching the ball over 26 yards or 25 yards. And then all of a sudden I looked up and I saw Tim Patrick. I said, what? How did Tim Patrick get there? And I was like, Lord, come on, man. Come on. Why me? Why me, Why me? Tim Patrick, I remember that dude. I said, how did that happen over there, man? Why we didn't go pick up Tim Patrick? I was trying to tell Boss Cowboy last night. He was saying that, yeah, man, Bijan Robinson ain't nothing, man. I was like, Boss, why you gonna put that voodoo on us, man? It don't matter. Nobody knew who C.J. Anderson was in 2018. Boy, oh boy, it be the craziest things. Don't y'all know right now, Atlanta is watching tape right now. And they putting on their best uniforms. They say, man, I can't wait to go shine for mama and them. Shoot, Cousin Pookie and Ray Ray going to be watching this because I'm finna put on a show. Everybody gives the Cowboys their best. Look, I told people, man, when they said Debo got the flu, I said, why? He going to be perfectly healthy. He going to be perfectly healthy when it's time to play the Cowboys. And if Brandon Ayuk didn't tear up his leg and mess up his ACL, he would have caught everything against us. But it's just somehow the football guys intervened. So Falcons, man, it's a different type of Falcons. This ain't Arthur Smith Falcons. This ain't the Dan Quinn Falcons either. But I ain't scared of them, but we got to be mindful of them. Let me just say this one more time.
Every team does both. Every team does free agency and trades. Every team does it, except the Cowboys.
This boy cooking.
Therein lies the problem. And I don't care. I don't give a damn who they bring in. I don't care if they bring in Bill or Mike Vrabel or they rehire Jason Garrett or Wade Phillips or Ron Rivera or Rex Ryan. I don't give a damn who they bring in. If the next coach can't get through his thick skull that, we got to use both to build the roster, because what free agency does is it allows your draft picks to develop and be competent and to compete. That's what the Lions are doing. That's what the Chiefs are still doing. The Chiefs traded for DeAndre Hopkins today. They're in the midst of a dynasty, and they're still making impact trades. You haven't been to an NFC Championship game in damn near 3 decades, and we like our guys. We like our guys. You suck.
That boy was spitting some ether over there. All right, man. Hey, we like our guys, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and being part of these episodes, man. On our way out, man. If we offended anyone, man, for sure. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Tomorrow we will have Emmitt Smith on the show. Salute to him. And Ron Kirk, we will have him on the show. It's the election edition brought to you by Cowboys and Chill. We'll be at Kevin Smith Restaurant. That's at Echo Lounge. It's really nice. The food is good. The drinks are great. Just don't get the Patron and Hennessy. Don't mix them two together. It's like oil and water. Don't do it. Trust me. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Don't do it. 18918 Midway Road. That's Suite 200, Dallas, Texas 75287. So get there early. I would say around 6. Get there. I'll be there around 5-ish if the Lord is willing, and we will set up everything and grab you a bite to eat and have a great time. And can't wait to talk to Emmitt Smith and pick his brain on things that's pertaining football and of course life after football. So shout out to Clarence Hill for setting this up, and we're gonna have a great time there. And like I say, I haven't spoken to Ron Kirk before, so hopefully he can give us. He's the Dallas mayor, so we'll see what's on his mind and see what's going on with that. As in the words of the playmaker,
let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yes, indeed. So shout out to y'all, man. Jerry could have a moment of sanity. Yeah, it is crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and let's continue to grind to shine. And hey, be sure to let people know that this is just sports. This is, and I think did I get everybody super chat? Make sure. Yeah. Make sure. Okay. So let me read all your super chats, man. While I'm reading the super chat, let's slow this groove down just a little bit, baby. Hey, sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies, magic, Law Nation. Not Johnson, not the Johnson. A good running game will make an average quarterback look good, and a good quarterback look great. Yeah, God bless you, bro. We need a quarterback that can read the field. I think we read over that one. Time man. We don't have a Dorrance Armstrong, a Neville Gallimore, Hankins, and Gilmore. And we lost Sam Williams, etc. How do we have the same team? Please relax with the take. And we blame both Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn. That's a good one, Ty Man. Appreciate you for your support. Last but not least, Calvin Richards. Appreciate you. Law, I have been a Cowboy fan since 1976, and I don't even watch this team anymore. I just wait for you guys to do the recap and analysis. I agree. Also, we got multiple support elsewhere. Let me read this one. Shout out to all of the Cash Apps. I got a PayPal $25 from, I'm give her a horn, Sadiq. She said she's no longer sending in super chats when I realize they take 30%. Appreciate you, Sadiq. I can go give me a nice steak from like Applebee's or something. They like pick two for 25 deal, Come on with it. Tell me good lies. Appreciate all of y'all. Let's go. On my way out, man, if we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. I got Hold on. Bear with me. One love. Come on with it. Got to read out this Cash App, man. Appreciate y'all for y'all support. Don't y'all touch that dial. Don't y'all leave too soon. Here we go. I got Davon Griffin with the $10 Cash App. Thank you so much. And I got AJ, Coach AJ, by the way, with the $10 Cash App, just showing support and love. Appreciate y'all. Keep in mind, the giveaway of the helmet will be next month. We'll put and compile all of the names. And it's going to be this helmet right here. We're going to give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Lord, tell Clarence. What y'all want me to tell Clarence? Yeah, I'm going to tell Clarence, share that mic. Don't hawk the mic, Clarence. Come on with it. I follow to the edge. Come on with it, baby. Shout out to 97.9 The Beat. On our way out, baby. We're going to stop telling them good lies. You know, those good lies. Yo. Share the mic. Yo. Appreciate you. Lonnie K-Ball. Appreciate you. Not a good place for a steak, Applebee's. Nah, but you know, when you shopping on a budget, man, you get those pick me specials. They give you 3 meals for $25, don't they? Applebee's got good meals. I think Chili's right behind them. You know, some people too good to eat chain restaurant food. I grew up in Natchez, Mississippi. We didn't have those Applebee's and Chili's there. We only had mom and pops. Our first chain restaurant in Natchez, Mississippi was a Ruby Tuesday. And boy, when we got our first Ruby Tuesdays, boy, we were like, whoa, we made it, baby. We got a Ruby Tuesday. Line was wrapped around the building. Longer than Shaq feet. But shout out to Ruby Tuesday, boy. We done tore up Ruby Tuesdays. Shout out to Olive Garden. We still don't have that. So, but we do have Popeyes now and KFCs and all of them, but we didn't have no chain restaurant. So shoot, when that girl a couple of years ago was talking about Cheesecake Factory, don't take me there, I said, damn, that girl out her cotton picking mine. That's some good food. That's good eating. Right? Old Charlie's. Who remember Old Charlie's? Oh, that salad bar was fire, ice cold. Yeah, cowboy. Some people are too privileged or so privileged that they used to it all. You know, they used to these big cities where they can go and say, I can do Papa Do's. I can do Benny Hanna's and them. You know, shoot, we was happy we got a Golden Corral. You know. Y'all might know my guy Botch from the same hometown. He said, yeah, I'm going to take you to Golden Corral, you know. Shoot, Golden Corral now is like, hey, man, come on, man. Who eats at Golden Corral? Shout out to Piccadilly's, too. Right? And I'm hearing that out here in Dallas, they got a place called Luby's. But what I'm saying is, shout out to the Ponderosa, yeah. Is that some places are more privileged than others. In some places, you just got to make do with what you got to make do. And the Cowboys, we not going to Chili's. We not going to Applebee's. And we for dog sure definitely not going to Papa Do's. You know, we got Papa Do's at the house. We got some home cooked meal at the house. The only problem is, ladies and gentlemen, oh, I forgot about Ryan's. Ooh! Crush, is Ryan still open? Shoot, Ryan used to go hard. I don't even know what a Furs is. But the only problem is when they say we got Papa Do's or we got a good steak at the house, well, our cooks been Mike McCarthy and Mike Zim, both of the Mikes. They don't put no seasoning on this meal. They haven't finessed anything as it relates to charring it just a little bit. Got to have a little char on mine. All right. Come on. Where the salt at? Where the pepper? Paprika if you can. No spices. So in order for this meal to go the right way possible, maybe bland seasoning can help out. I heard that Parsons coming back. Maybe some Parsons can get in here. And Dak Prescott can get in the kitchen and bring back Cajun Dak at least. I'm hearing that the lamb of CD is getting better. Maybe we need to get CD going a little faster, right? And if the running backs can give me 3.5, I'm not even asking for 4. Give me 3.4, give me 3.5 at least. Then maybe we can make a meal out of this. Come on with it. Who's with Law? Maybe we can cook up some Atlanta bird, a falcon on the menu. Pluck the feathers first. Yeah, pluck the feathers. Yeah. Maybe we can get that going this weekend. Mama said, no seasoning is nasty work. But Mama said, you know mamas, let me say it about these mamas before I go to. Mama ain't nothing to eat in the kitchen. Them mamas, boy, they'll roll them sleeves up, they'll go in the cabin, and all of a sudden it'll be a full-course meal, and you be like, how? Them just the power of mamas. Maybe that's what the Cowboys need. The Cowboys need some mamas up in there, Gene Jones, can you cook a little bit, and Charlotte and them? But Mama said there'll be days just like this. Yeah, the Falcon soup. Yeah, we need that. If your mama's still alive and cooking for you, man, let me know in the chat. Put 1 in the chat. Go over there and do it for me. Go get you a nice meal for moms and them, And if she close in Dallas, let me pull up on you. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for, to work day and night, to give up your time in your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of your mind, if you can just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or the poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of the body or brain can turn you away from that plate that mama and them cook. Yeah, Parsons family, yeah, come on with it. JC, y'all save me a plate. Sooner, GM, Matt Leslie, do me a favor, since y'all mom and them still there, give her a big, I'm talking about a big squeeze and a hug, and just hold them a little tighter. Make it last for 3 seconds or more. That's when the real energy of synergy moves. 3 seconds. Do that for long. And let me know when you did it the next time we live. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. The mama's gonna be like, damn, boy, get off of me. What you want? Yeah, y'all know how to butter them up a little bit. I know how that go. Yeah. What you hugging me for? Man, Law said. Law said give me a hug. And kiss her on the forehead. And grannies too, Let's go. One love. DC for life. Let Law know when y'all did it, dude. Roll those credits, baby. That's all I want to do. Run it up, baby. We up out of here.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have a ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it
Samson,
up.
appreciate you. Steven Cowboy, thank you for your support. Thank y'all so much.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Count it up.
Appreciate ya, Captain Salty. Lonnie, Tyman. Paul, appreciate you. Seabass, let's get it.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Gavin, appreciate you.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now.
Come on.
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same.
30 years.
Now it's about loyalty.
30 years.
For the bag, and that's worth more to
Better
me.
watch out.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling
If you're older than 30, put 30 in the chat.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Come on. We're going to win a Super Bowl before 30. It's been 28 years, y'all. We got 2 more years. We're going to win this Super Bowl, baby. Unless we're going to have somebody at the Super Bowl on Media Row. Come on with it. Come on.
I never own no chrome.
Hey.
Too many foes and clones. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Kinda check the song. Lately I just wanna run it up.
If we offended anyone, charge it to our head, not our heart. Shout out to you, Marsh. You know. Said you would never win a Super Bowl, fool. But I'm glad that the Creator would take the foolish things of the world, the fools, to confine the wise. There we go right there. Let's get it. Come on with it. So he would literally take the foolish things, the things that we don't even know.
God, see.
What we got to do.
See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this. We die by this. We don't surrender. We don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud.
Come on with it.
I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No.
Until next
time. It may
time.
sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level?
All I ask.
There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees.